Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome. We've got a few people here already. Hello from West Yorkshire, from upstate New York, Northern California. Hello, welcome to today's live. This is the week 1 of the Frosty Pines Crochet Along. Let me know where you're watching from. Vanessa's watching from Oklahoma. I don't know what came out of my mouth just then. Hello, welcome. I'm so pleased to have you here. It's been a really exciting few days, or few weeks actually, because I did a live a few weeks ago for the kickoff for the Frosty Pines Cal, and honestly I wasn't anticipating so many of you starting your Frosty Pines throws before now. I thought you were all going to wait until yesterday, but no, there's lots of people who are well underway. Hello from North Georgia, Puerto Rico, Saudi Arabia, next door Nick, hi. Munich, wow, all over. Thank you for joining me today. I am so excited to be going through week 1 of the Frosty Pines Crochet Along. If you are just joining and have no idea what I'm going on about, this beautiful blanket here is the Frosty Pines Crochet Along. And the first week was, well, it officially started yesterday. So for those of you who are joining now and really want to join in, it's definitely not too late. You can go ahead and scan the QR code just up here. Pointed to the wrong side. It's just up here if you want to scan, and then there are some links in the description box under the video as well if you want to check that out. But it's definitely not too late if you do want to join us. Let me know, have you started your week 1 already? So week 1 is the tree square, which is absolutely beautiful. I chose this one to be week 1 because if you are just getting used to overlay mosaic, then I thought that this one was the perfect one to get started on before we move on to the snowflake square. However, I do know that some of you have already made a start on the snowflake square as well. So leave in the comments where you're up to, if you've started yet, if you've got your yarn. I have got some progress pictures to share with you today of people that have been in the Facebook group. Their squares are just gorgeous. I'm loving seeing all the color schemes. Where did that comment go? Paula is on round 25. How are you liking it, Paula? Are you getting on with it? I've done 1 tree square and 2/3 of the way round with the snowflake. Okay, so you've gone from the tree square straight to the snowflake, which is nice. I think some people are kind of mixing it up as they go along. So while I'm waiting for some of those comments to come through, I will keep an eye on them, but keep popping them in the comment section. I will just explain that this is a free crochet along. So it is free and it's available on my blog. So the written pattern is available on the blog, which you can get now. The video tutorial also went live yesterday. So that is just for week 1, which is the tree square. Now, for those of you who are wondering why some of the people also doing the snowflake square already, that's because they have done the PDF upgrade. So they've upgraded to the ad-free PDF, which has everything there ready to go. So if you are a little bit impatient, which I've kind of gathered a lot of people are, which is totally fine, but they wanted it all in one go. So they have the written pattern, which is color coded, which has the charts in there. It also has pictorials and also access to the rest of the tutorials as well. So you can upgrade to that PDF if you want to, or you can stick with the free version. That is absolutely fine. Obviously, the free version does have ads because we do have to make a little bit of income from putting out a free pattern. So if you can put up with some ads, it is available for free on there. Now, you will have 24 hours. So if you are new to this, then unfortunately you have missed the first chart. So we have the chart available for the first 24 hours. This one is no longer available. That's only available in the PDF. However, the written pattern is on the blog. And then next Monday, we will have the snowflake square available. So the full price is £12. However, there is 35% off at the moment on all platforms, and all of those links are in the description box. I think I have a little link here actually. So I will leave the link to Etsy just in the comments section now for you. So you can go ahead and grab that if you want to. But let me know, have you got any questions about this square? I've seen how much is it? I've not started square one. Thank you very much. The PDF upgrade is well worth it. Yeah, it's like 31 pages. It has everything in there that you need. So if you just want everything at your fingertips all in one go, then it's there. And you know, the cost of coffee these days probably costs more than what the PDF is. I completed the first tree square yesterday. I'm on round 9 of the snowflake square. Amazing. Good morning from Fort Lauderdale. I've been to Fort Lauderdale before, a long time ago, but it was lovely. Having a hard time getting started. So if you have not started or done overlay mosaic before, and what I would recommend is in the blog post, and also when you sign up, I keep pointing to the wrong side. If you sign up here, we will send you an email and it gives you all the details within there. So there are some previous blog posts. So I have an overlay mosaic video on YouTube. If you just wanted to start with that, that's just in rows, just to give it a little bit of a practice. But one of the things I'm absolutely loving about this so far is before it started, I had so many people in the Facebook group saying, I'm really nervous. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do this. I'm a beginner. I just don't think I can do it. Anyway, everybody is so encouraging because a lot of people have been in the same boat and then they've started it and then they have picked it up and absolutely loved it. There's so many people in there saying, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it. It's been a little bit of a challenge, but I'm now like super satisfied that I can now do it. And that's what I want you to think. Like, don't look at this and think that's going to be way too hard for me. If you can do a UK double crochet, which is a US single crochet, and a UK treble crochet, which is a US double crochet, you will be able to do this just with a little bit of thought about stitch anatomy, where you're putting your stitches. We're going to be working into the front loop of a stitch. Sorry, the back loops of a stitch as we work. And the way that this is worked, I mean, this is my sample piece from when I did a video. So please don't judge me for the ends, because when I filmed it, I had to kind of cut the corners short with, with doing the border. But let me show you the back of this work, because some people were actually talking about this. So this is the back of the work. This is where the yarn is carried up. I know one person was saying, does it look really messy on the back? And literally you're just carrying up your yarn. I don't know why I can't do this in the right way. You're carrying up your yarn. So you do get a little line at the back there. Again, ignore these tail ends. But because we're working in rows, you get this look on the back of your work. And what I like to do is I like to minimize this ridged effect like this. So I pick up some of the stitches, and I demonstrate this in the video. There's like a 2-hour video of how to do this square. I walk you through literally step by step. So that's already on my channel. I show you how to pick up those stitches so that it anchors down the back of the work and you don't get really ridged work. I mean, I know I saw one person saying that she actually really liked that. So each to your own. If you don't want to do that, then that's absolutely fine. But that is the back of the work, and then this is the front. So as you're making this, you have the tail end in, because another lady says, I really want to make this, but that's just far too many ends for me to sew in. Ignore these ones, because this is where I've literally done a tutorial and like stopped and started, so I didn't have to go around the whole of the work. If it took 2 hours, if the video tutorial is 2 hours, just think how long it actually took to film these squares. So I didn't want to, I needed to save some time. Okay, so ignore those ends. And then just think about these ends here. This is your initial tail ends from the center of the square. You're then carrying all of that yarn up with you, those tail ends up with you, and then you have 2 tail ends at the end of the square. So for this whole square, you only have those 4 tail ends, 2 at the 2 here and 2 at the end. You're not going to get any more than that. So yes, this is the back, this is the front, and it is so satisfying to do. If you're not familiar with overlay mosaic crochet, what you're doing is you're working with one color at a time. So there's no need to drop the color and then pick up the next color and then drop the color for one stitch at a time. You're just working one color, and you're working into different parts of the stitch in order to create this beautiful look. So as I say, this is square one. This is the tree square, which some people have named the pine square, which I really like. I've seen people calling this the frosty square, and this is the pine square. And I never actually thought of that, but yes, we have the tree square and the snowflake square. Thank you. Cindy said the video is brilliant. Yes, I really wanted to make it so that you could literally walk through each row or round as you needed to. And it's definitely, if you are new to mosaic crochet, I would definitely try kind of doing it along with the written instructions, and then doing it with the chart, and then doing it like, try it with all different variations, just so that you really take in the technique. You're very welcome. Thank you for this pattern and your video. Okay, let me just take a look at some of these. When will the color packs, yarn packs be back in stock? Honestly, I do not know. You literally sold them out before I came even on the live on the kickoff. I don't think the company, I don't think Wool Warehouse was anticipating on them selling out so fast. However, on the blog post and the email, if you sign up this here, if you sign up here, signing up here will mean that you get all the emails to your inbox, so you won't miss anything. Especially if you're doing it for free. And I did leave a link in the description box if you wanted to purchase the PDF. The PDF has all the yarn substitutions in there, and also color combinations as well. And then if you're signing up for free, just do it here, and then you'll get the emails directly to your inbox. You can go across the blog. The blog post is live on bellacococrochet.com, but for ease, I'd say either here or the PDF, because I know a lot of people struggle with finding links for things. So yes, unfortunately the color packs aren't available, and I don't know when they're going to be in. I haven't been told that, but a lot of people have found lots of other color schemes which they are loving. So let me just actually bring, this is a good time to bring this up. Thank you, Paula. So crochet along. This is week 1, as we've said. This is one of the other colorways that this was the second color pack that we got available, and you sold that one out as well. But it looks so lovely in all these different colorways. These are just some of the pictures from the Bella Coco Cal's group, which I'm absolutely loving seeing your progress. Everybody's been so helpful in there, all like giving help and advice, and just really cheering everybody on. So make sure that you jump in there if you want to get a little bit of support. And then what I really wanted to show you, I mean, obviously all of these colors are gorgeous. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't put it in there. Oh, how annoying. There's basically one down at the bottom, which I meant to put in here, but I totally haven't. Let me see if I could add an image. I don't know if I can quickly find it. Okay, there we go. Oh, look, I did it. So look at this square. This is using variegated yarn. So it's where the yarn changes color gradually. I don't think you can probably, if your screen is bright enough, you could probably be able to see the color changes, but doesn't it look amazing? So I'm loving the variegated yarn versions of these with like the off whites or whatever. I don't know if Kate is going to do the opposite with the snowflake. So the snowflake will be white and then the yarn will be variegated, just as this one is. So this is obviously the main color is the gray, whereas this one, the main color is the off-white. But I think that looks stunning. I'm absolutely loving that. So thank you, Kate, for sharing that. So yeah, let me know, what colors are you using in your patterns? Is blocking included in your video instructions? No, I don't think it is actually. So with blocking, I use these huge blocking boards, and technically they're play mats. So I like the really big ones, which you can just get from Amazon. I believe I did link them in the PDF pattern. And then you can just steam your squares. So if you're using acrylic yarn, just make sure when you're steaming that you're not actually touching the work, because you are going to melt the fibers and it will make it shiny. You don't want that. We still want that nice stitch definition. So you're going to steam it all over, and then you're going to pin into place to block your work. And it's as simple as that, really. You just want to aim that all of your squares are same size. I know some people have said, oh, one's come out smaller than the other, and that will vary slightly. It will vary on where you're sitting at home. Like, are you on the sofa or are you sat at a desk? Is the first one a lot tighter because you're focusing more, because you're a little bit more tense, and then the more you relax into it, your stitches getting looser? So you will have that slight variation on your squares, and that's where your blocking is going to come into play. So you can block them to make sure that they're all at the right size. So that is going to be just to reiterate, you want to steam it, you want to block it on your boards, and then just let it dry, and then they'll all be nicely in the same size. Beverly is using lavender and cream, a gift for her sister. What group was that posted in? So that is the Facebook group. So it's the Bella Coco Patterns and Cals group. Yeah, it's so lovely, isn't it? All the squares are so lovely. Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. I'm an advanced level crocheter, and I'm so proud of all the beginners giving it a go, even if they're scared, especially if they're scared. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing with crochet. If you go wrong, you can just undo it and start again. And the sense of achievement that you will have once you actually master it, you're just going to be so pleased with yourself. So Don't ever let something, if you think it looks hard, put you off, because you can absolutely do it. I think probably the main place that people are struggling with is the corners. So just use those stitch markers. Make sure that you've got plenty of light so you can see where you're going into, and just give it a go. Let's have a look. Lovely. Okay, so as I mentioned, the Frosty Pines Crochet Along pattern is on the blog. The first part is on the blog. So all of the information that you need in terms of what you need and your gauge and the videos, that first week one is on the blog post. It's going to be the same blog post for next week. So when you go back to this same blog post next week, there will be week 2 on there. So from next Monday, you'll have week 2, which is the snowflake, which is a lovely square, and you'll have 24 hours to download that snowflake square. So that will be available on Monday, and it will be in a bluey coloured like this, the Bella Cocoa blue or mint, whatever you want to call it. It'll be in a button that says download the chart. So that's how you're going to get it for free, or remember, it's already in the PDF pattern if you want to do that for your do it that way, have everything all in one go. The PDF pattern is 31 pages long. It's color coded, so it helps with if you're reading the written pattern. There are some step-by-step pictorials to help you with what each round is looking like, especially for those first few rounds. There is also the 2 charts within the pattern as well, and then links to the video tutorials that you already have access to if you purchase the PDF pattern. However, if you're doing it for free, they will be available next week and the week after. I am also going live next Monday evening. I'm trying to do an evening one so that I know some of you can't always make the daytime. So yes, if you have any more questions about the crochet along, we've done that one. So I think I'll get around to making this. I want to use cream and a variegated green of some kind. Yes, I've seen somebody do one in a variegated green. It looks really nice, especially obviously with the trees. It looks really fun. Beverly says, I've crocheted since I was 12 years old and now 67 and can't wait to start square one. Yeah, it's so satisfying. If you haven't done overlay mosaic before, once you get your head around it, it's really, really easy to do. And I really quite like following the chart. Let me know in the comments, do you prefer the written pattern, the chart, or watching the video? I really do like the chart because you'll basically, with the chart, you'll have just one section. So you can see from corner to corner, and then you have like a triangle. So you'll see the triangle, which is part of the chart, and then you just repeat that, obviously, the 4 times for the 4 sides. What other yarn can be substituted? So there is the Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK, which is super lovely, really soft. I showed this in my last live as well. I forgot to bring my sample through with me, but this works up really nicely. Again, that's linked in the blog post and in the PDF. And then there was some other ones linked in there as well, but I have used Yarn Smith's DK, which is actually what I've used for this cardigan just here. I love a chart. I like the video, so easy to follow. I'm hooked on mosaic crochet. Haven't done one in the round yet. Seems like, yes, it is. It's less cuttings. You don't have as many tail ends, which is magic. I was saying earlier, somebody said that, oh, I really love this blanket, but I can't deal with all those tail ends. And actually, there's only 4 per square. And really, you could actually sew in both of those, each of those ones at the same time. So you only have 2 per square. The written pattern was confusing, probably confusing because you may have not learned in that style before. It's a different way of writing patterns, but once you get to grips with it, I actually really enjoy it. I think it's quite easy to follow. Hello from the Netherlands. Okay, so I think unless there's any more, can you do a reverse in the round? I haven't done a reverse in the round. This one's not reverse in the round. I'm sure there is a way, but that's not something that I've personally played around with. I love mosaic though. I definitely need to do some more. Interlocking crochet is really interesting as well. Anna Maria from Crochet Highway, she's just launched a new book with interlocking crochet, and that's lovely, like really reversible. That looks really, really nice. So yes, thank you for joining me today. Unless there's any more questions, I'm going to wrap up here. I am excited to see you work out your first squares. Oh, oh, you just found me just as I was saying goodbye. If you have any questions, I'll hang around for a few minutes. But yeah, I'm really excited to see everybody's progress with this tree square. I know some of you have done the snowflake square as well. And I am just so thrilled how all of you are helping each other. I was saying this morning, I went in the group to like see if I could help anyone. And everyone's just like jumped on already and helped each other. I'm like, okay, this is nice. But I think that's the special thing about crochet and these crochet alongs, isn't it? It's like somebody goes through some difficulties and then they overcome it and then they pass their advice on to other people. And that's what I really love about overlay mosaic. Crochets. I just read mosaic and then said overlay mosaic, but yeah, that's what I love about crochet alongs. So I do have a video on my channel with the difference between overlay mosaic and inset mosaic. They're just worked slightly differently. So go and check out those videos if you want to take an in-depth look. And if you are actually a member of the crochet community, which is my monthly membership, then you do have a mosaics workshop, which is in the workshop section. So if you have a look here and go across to workshops, click on workshops, and then you can look through or look for overlay mosaic, the mosaic crochet workshop, and it kind of walks you through it. So if you are a crochet community member, then go ahead and take a look at that as well. And also, as I was just saying, interlocking crochet, if you haven't seen that already, Anna Maria has done an interlocking crochet workshop for us. I was just seeing if I could bring up that. I'll just type it in, mosaic. It's not coming up. It is in there. It is in there. I won't take up your time by trying to search for that, but you should find that in the workshops section. Oh, thank you, Beverly. Do you know why they call it single crochet in the US and double crochet in the UK? No, but I have my theories. So I feel like in the US, it's what was my theory? I'm trying to think what it is. Insert all over, pull through. I think in the US, it's when you how many times you insert your hook into the stitch, whereas UK is how many times you pull through a stitch. I actually don't know. I have just made that up. Don't take that as gospel. Like, don't take that as factual news, factual information. But yeah, I don't know why they have different ones. It makes it very confusing, doesn't it? We go in the US by how many yarn overs? Yes, I think that's what I was thinking. Yarn over. But then you don't yarn over on a single crochet, but until you've actually gone into the stitch. I don't know. Let's debate it in the comments. Why do you think, or what is the reasons, the actual reasons? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. That's a lovely message. Wishing you wonderful things too, success and health and prosperity. Wishing you all those things right back. But thank you so much for joining me today. I've loved it. I am so looking forward to seeing all of your makes. There is on YouTube now also a communities tab, and in the community tab you can share your photos with me, which you haven't been able to do that on YouTube previously. So you can actually post on my YouTube channel in that communities tab. So if you have made some progress here, then please post in there. If you haven't got Facebook, then that's the perfect place to post so that I can see them. UK does not have a half double crochet. No, we don't have a half double, we have a half treble, because a double crochet in the US is a treble crochet in the UK. So our half double is our half treble is a US half double. You're confusing me. There's so many questions about stitches. I'm like trying to read them, but also think and talk at the same time. I'm not very good at that. Okay, fabulous. Thank you so much for joining me. Please share your progress with me. Links are in the description box below. If you want to check out everything, this is where you sign up for free so that you can get the emails. Or there is, well, let me see. There's a link just coming through now that I am posting through. That is the link to, that one's to Etsy. It is also available on Ravelry and my website. All of those places, 35% off your off the PDF pattern, or you can wait until it's free on the blog. Thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you next Monday. So next Monday, I'm going to go live in the evening at 7:30, just to help some people out, because I know work just gets in the way, doesn't it? Especially if you're in the UK right now. It's kind of towards the end of the day, but yeah. Work. Why do we have to work? We just want to crochet. Thank you all, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.